Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the market you thought you understood has quietly changed overnight. Not because of a war. Not because of a crash. Not because of a single company. But because intelligence itself has become tradable. This is the era we are living in right now. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a technology story. It is no longer just about robots, chatbots, or automation. AI has become the strongest market narrative of our time, and right now, it is the most powerful trending idea in trading. Let me take you back for a moment. Years ago, markets moved mainly on tangible things: oil discoveries, interest rates, factories, land, labor. Then came the internet, and suddenly information became valuable. Then smartphones, and attention became valuable. Now, something even bigger is happening. Decision-making itself is becoming automated. And markets are built on decisions. Every buy, every sell, every breakout, every crash, all of it is driven by decisions. When machines start making those decisions faster, cheaper, and at scale, the entire structure of trading begins to change. That is why AI matters so much. This is not hype. This is not a trend you ignore. This is a structural shift. Today, trillions of dollars are moving based on AI-related expectations. Big institutions are repositioning. Governments are funding. Corporations are restructuring. And traders, whether they realize it or not, are reacting on the charts. Here's the key idea you must understand. AI is not one asset. It is a system that moves many assets together. That is what makes it such a powerful trading theme. When AI sentiment is strong, you don't just see one stock move. You see entire sectors move. Tech indices gain momentum. Semiconductor stocks surge. Cloud companies follow. Even currencies of tech-heavy economies begin to strengthen. Money flows in waves. And AI is creating one of the biggest waves we've seen in years. Now let's talk about why traders are obsessed with AI right now. The answer is simple: volatility with direction. Markets love stories. Traders love movement. AI provides both. Every earnings season, one question dominates. How much are you investing in AI? Every product launch hints at automation. Every economic report mentions productivity. Every news headline whispers the same word: AI. That constant flow of information creates momentum cycles. Price runs up, pulls back, consolidates, and runs again. These are the exact conditions traders look for. But here's where the story gets deeper. AI is not just driving prices higher, it is changing how prices move. Moves are sharper. Reactions are faster. Fake breakouts happen more often. Liquidity appears and disappears quickly. Why? Because institutions are now using AI to trade. Large funds analyze news sentiment in real time. Algorithms scan social media, earnings calls, and economic data instantly. Orders are executed in milliseconds. This means retail traders are no longer competing only with other people. They are competing with systems that never sleep. And yet, opportunity still exists. Because markets are not purely logical. They are emotional. Fear, greed, overconfidence, panic, these still dominate price behavior. AI may execute trades, but humans still design strategies, set rules, and react emotionally. That emotional gap is where smart traders survive. Now let's zoom out again. Why is AI still trending, even after huge rallies? Because we are not at the end of the cycle. We are still near the beginning. Most businesses are still experimenting. Most industries are still integrating. Most governments are still regulating. This means expectations continue to shift upward. And markets don't wait for completion. They move on future potential. That's why pullbacks in AI-related assets often become buying opportunities instead of trend reversals. Capital doesn't leave, it rotates. Now think about this from a trader's perspective. You don't need to predict which AI company will dominate in 10 years. That's an investor's game. As a trader, your edge is simpler. Identify the dominant narrative. Follow price structure. Trade in the direction of capital flow. Right now, that narrative is AI. This is why indices with heavy tech weighting remain sensitive to AI news. This is why related Forex pairs react to tech earnings. This is why even crypto markets catch AI-driven hype cycles. Everything is connected. And this brings us to one of the most important lessons. AI is not just a bullish story. It creates both up and down opportunities. When expectations are missed, drops are sharp. When regulation fears appear, volatility spikes. When earnings disappoint, sentiment flips fast. Traders who understand this don't fall in love with direction. They fall in love with movement. They trade breakouts. They trade pullbacks. They trade trend continuations. They trade volatility. AI simply amplifies all of it. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake people make. They confuse trend awareness with blind belief. Just because AI is trending does not mean every AI-related asset will go up forever. Markets always overprice narratives before correcting. Professional traders wait for confirmation. Clear market structure. Strong volume. Higher highs and higher lows. Reaction to key levels. They don't trade hope. They trade evidence. Another critical point most people miss. AI is changing time frames. Moves that used to take weeks now happen in days. Moves that took days now happen in hours. Scalpers, day traders, and swing traders are all affected. This means adaptability is no longer optional. Traders who refuse to evolve get left behind. And here's the irony. AI is not replacing traders. It's exposing weak traders. Those without discipline. Those without risk management. Those who chase entries. Those who overtrade. In AI-driven markets, mistakes are punished faster. But for disciplined traders, opportunities also come faster. Now let's bring everything together. Why is AI the single most trending idea in trading right now? Because it sits at the intersection of technology, capital, psychology, speed. It affects how companies operate. It affects how institutions trade. It affects how markets react to news. And it affects how price behaves on your chart. Whether you trade stocks, Forex, indices, or crypto, AI is already part of your environment. You cannot ignore it. You don't need to worship it. You don't need to fight it. You need to understand it. The traders who win in this era are not the ones who predict the future perfectly. They are the ones who recognize where the attention is, where the money is flowing, and how price reacts to that pressure. And right now, the strongest pressure point in global markets is AI. This is not about chasing trends. This is about aligning with reality. Markets evolve. Stories change. Capital adapts. And AI is the story shaping this generation of trading. So the next time you open a chart, ask yourself one question. Is this move random, or is it part of a bigger narrative? Because once you start seeing the story behind the candles, trading stops being confusing, and starts becoming strategic. In this era, charts don't just show price. They show intelligence in motion.